If you or someone you know has the pregnancy rash, the PUPS pregnancy rash, you're probably desperately searching for answers right now. And in this video, I'm going to share the source of the information of how I healed my rash super quickly. It's all internal and it's amazing information, and I can't wait to share it with you. I'm Ali. I'm a yoga and meditation educator, and I'm a survivor of the most angriest or most aggressive pup rash that my doctor has ever seen. And I've helped dozens of women now to heal their rashes through my blog posts and my videos. So my specialty is actually in sleep support. So if you've never heard of Yoga Nidra before, it's a sleep meditation, and I've created some specifically for pregnancy for you. So if you want to practice prenatal Yoga Nidra with me, or you want to practice some prenatal yoga with me, just hit the subscribe button now. About 6 months ago, when I posted my first YouTube video on how I healed my pregnancy rash, I had no idea that just a few months later I'd have dozens of emails, DMs, and comments from other pregnant women who found my video or blog post and then followed those same tips I shared and then completely reversed their PUPS pregnancy symptoms as well. So it's important for me to tell you that I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional, but when I figured out how to heal, I vowed to share this information in solidarity to other women who are suffering with the worst rash of life. And I mean suffering. Like, I feel your pain, it's horrible, and it just continues to get worse until you start to deal with it. So please consult your healthcare practitioner. Make sure they test you for other pregnancy rashes. There are rashes that are more serious than a PUPS rash, and it's important to get checked for that. So I was diagnosed at only 10 weeks pregnant, which is very early, and I had my first signs showing at about 7 weeks into my pregnancy, very, very, very early on. It's typically arriving in the third trimester for most women, and they say that it doesn't leave until after the baby comes out, which is interesting because I've had several women reach out to me that have had it in their first trimester. I've had several women reach out to me that have had it postpartum. This information helps all of the different people along the way, which is awesome. So I knew I couldn't survive the whole pregnancy with those symptoms. I couldn't stop itching my skin. When I did, it felt like I was being stung by millions of fire ants. And then here's my skin now. So it's totally possible. The rash is completely gone. It can go away before you give birth. And it's 100% possible. So it took me a couple of weeks for it to heal completely, but I had a reduction in my symptoms immediately following starting this protocol. So my biggest ally in healing this rash was actually the book by Anthony William called Liver Rescue. And this book is pure gold. It's pure gold. You want to invest in this book. Don't spend hundreds of dollars on skin creams and eczema creams and, topical steroids. They don't do anything. They don't work against this rash. This book taught me everything that I needed to heal the rash, and I know several other people who have used this book to heal other chronic skin conditions like eczema. I have one friend who's had raging eczema for over a decade, and she completely healed it with the information in this book. Dermatitis, other chronic digestive issues like constipation, with the foods and drinks in this book, Liver Rescue. So when I learned that there were some theories out there in the world that PUPS rash might be caused by a congested liver, I knew that I had to revisit this book, which I had already read and already used to heal other things in mine and my family's lives. And then I followed his suggestions to a T. Okay, so the most important thing, other than just knowing which foods and drinks to eat to heal your liver, is the Liver Rescue mornings. So these made a difference, and they made a difference quickly. From the moment I started following the protocol of the Liver Rescue mornings, my skin began to improve within a matter of days. So the itchiness subsided quickly. Within a week or so, I wasn't even itchy anymore. I just had to then stick to the program to continue to heal my devastated skin, because I actually have like chickenpox scars on my body now from itching this rash. So I didn't do the full 3-6-9 liver cleanse because I wanted to be super cautious because I'm pregnant. I've had miscarriages before, and I wanted to be gentle on my pregnant body. So there are so many liver cleanses and herbs and supplements out there that are so not safe for pregnancy. at all. And Anthony's Liver Rescue Mornings are this gentle approach that's 100% food-based, and I took it easy as opposed to going with like a full-blown cleanse that he does have in his book. But I just stuck with those Liver Rescue Mornings, and you know, it's like eating apples and dates and stuff like that. Very, very gentle, 100% food-based. Now that I've talked to several other women about healing their rashes through the information in my first video, which you can find here, we've been able to pinpoint along the way that the Liver Rescue Morning and the top 3 drinks to drink, as well as the top 3 foods to heal from the inside out, are making the big difference. They're moving the needle. So some of the information in these videos are not from Anthony's book, but make no mistake that every piece of information in this book will be helpful to saying goodbye to that angry rash. Goodbye, rash. So I really, really just want to take a moment to thank Anthony. Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you for your work on this planet, for your dedication to help as many people heal from chronic illness from the inside out. I would not have been able to figure this out without you and your resources and your books. I really wouldn't have. So thank you for all of the information that you're putting out there. If you've read Anthony's books or have healed from an illness using his information, please leave me a comment below, because I love hearing about other people who have healed themselves through his work, because it's just so magical. I actually used this to heal one of my family members' chronic constipation. That's from the Liver Rescue book. I used this to heal my own endometriosis, which was a huge issue in my life. 12 years of suffering with endometriosis, infertility issues, miscarriage. Healed all of that through Anthony's information as well. So I really love hearing other people's stories about how they got their life back from chronic illness using his information. I just find it all so fascinating. I think it's amazing. And also I wanted to thank my friend Steph for telling me about his book when I was suffering with the endometriosis. So thank you so much, Steph. I can't thank you enough for giving me this resource. It's been such a gift to be able to heal from all of the chronic sort of mystery chronic illness symptoms that myself and my family have dealt with over the years. And Anthony, I really, really, really want you to write another book. I don't know if you've got it in you or not, but I want to make a request. Leave a comment below if you want Anthony to write this book. But I would love for you to write a book 100% dedicated to the brain and cleansing the brain and healing the brain and all of the brain issues that come up. I know you talk about this stuff all the time. I know it's in a lot of your other books, but I think it would be so great to have a dedicated resource with everything brain related, including Alzheimer's prevention and nutrition. And I'd love to hear yours and Spirit's take on meditation practices and the best ones for brain health. I teach meditation, and I want to be able to put the best resources out there for people. So anyways, that's one of my requests. I have many. I want you to bring the podcast back. But I'll stick to that one and hope that it comes to fruition. So in the meantime, while you're beginning to work with foods and work with the information from Anthony's book, which you can find all on my blog posts and my website and on my channel, also I want to let you know that I have this video about what to do with your skin in the meantime, because while you're starting to heal from the inside out, there's only 3 things that will actually work on your skin to help it feel less itchy. I spent hundreds of dollars on creams and topical steroids and all this stuff that does not work. So make sure you watch that video. And it's really easy, simple, cheap, natural stuff that you can use to soothe your skin while you start to work with the internal stuff. And just a little reminder that if you're having sleep trouble, as most of us who have the rash are, it gives you quite bad insomnia at night and you can't stop itching your body at night. So I've got you covered to help with that as well. So this Yoga Nidra sleep meditation, I've got 2 of them here. They're made for pregnancy. They're specific for pregnancies, and they've been allowing my clients to sleep like babies, so I'm hoping that they can help you too. And I'll post a link below so that you can get more access to free Yoga Nidra downloads that I don't have on my channel. If you've got this rash, please leave me a comment below. Let me know how you're doing. It's rough. I have so much compassion for you. Let me know if you're going to try some of these tips. I really want to hear from you, especially if you're using these tips and that they're helping you heal. The more women who comment and like this video, the more other women are going to be able to find it as a resource and help them heal their rashes as well, and then no more suffering with the PUPS rash. If you want even more information on how I healed my rash, you can also look up this video on how I healed my rash through the principles of Ayurveda, which is kind of something that I did that worked hand in hand with Anthony's information. Super great. And also, please, if you have any friends who are pregnant, share with them my Yoga Nidras. Share my channel with them. They can practice prenatal yoga with me, Yoga Nidra, all of these things. Know that you can find all of the information I shared in my first video here. You can find Yoga Nidra for pregnancies here, and also yoga and meditation for pregnancy, all on my channel. If you want to find all my prenatal and postnatal resources, just head to aliboothroyd.com. I would love to see you over there, and good luck healing your rash.